I'm Isa Medina, comedian and host of I'm Right, You're Wrong podcast, a comedy podcast about the everyday debates we've all had at brunch. Every week, I welcome on a special guest, the likes of Leo Gonzalez, Morgan J, Tefi Pessoa, and more to talk about what they think is right or wrong. But mostly, we banter, chismoseamos, and keep you company. Check out new episodes of I'm Right, You're Wrong podcast every Wednesday anywhere you get your podcasts.
You got mail.
Hello, everyone. Alise here. Just to say, on behalf of Millie and myself, thank you so much to everyone who came out to our Galentine's event this weekend. It was the witchy, wonderful day of our dreams, and we just really couldn't be happier with it. As such, we did take this week off, so what you are about to hear is an episode that, once again, Millie really went into the trenches for. This is an awesome companion piece to last week's episode about looks maxing. It's where I first became aware of Clavicular, the looks maxing influencer who got brutally frame mogged. You guys remember. Yeah, so we hope that you enjoy the episode. Remember that you can get more stuff like this every week on our Patreon. You can subscribe at the $1, $5, or $10 level, depending on how much extra content you want. And we're just, I don't know, we're just happy. The event went really well, and we, feel really good about it. So that's that. Here's the episode.
You took the bangs for a spin.
And it went out and went well.
And it went well. Guys, we're going in a cold open.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm getting banged.
Alise is getting banged.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. This is what the Patreon is all about.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I'm going to get curtain bangs because I wore clip-on curtain bangs and everyone liked them.
Listen, what is a divorced woman if you're not getting fucking bangs, dog?
Right? I almost held out a full year post-divorce without getting banged.
Wow. And you know what?
That's strength.
And that's good. That's strength. That's medication.
I waited till I was
therapy.
Ready. Yeah. I waited till I was ready to get
You
banged.
were on field before you got banged.
I was on field before I got banged. I got banged before I got banged.
You got banged before you got banged. You didn't dye your hair blonde either.
No.
So.
No, I'm locked in on a darkish, but with red undertone.
It looks great.
Yeah, I think that the copper trend worked really well for me, and I'm going to live here for a while.
We got to live here for a while. Why are we moving? Sometimes it's good to stay where you are. I shifted. I've been radicalized to the copper movement.
Yeah, and it works.
Slowly,
again,
it works.
But both of us have a warm undertone.
Exactly.
And you heard that here first.
And you heard that. And this is why you subscribe to the Patreon, because you guys want to know. This is the shit people want to know. People want to know that
we have a warm undertone.
We have a warm undertone. Alise is going for a copper moment, curtain bangs. I have curtain bangs because of how my hair is curly. This is the cut that, it looks like straight. And when it's cold outside like this, the thing with curly hair is you have to let it air dry for it to look nice. Yeah. And you got to kind of do it every other day. You got to re-wet it or do a style or this and that. And when it's 5 degrees outside, I'm not doing it.
No. Wow.
Speaking of people with hair problems. I'm like, how am I going to tie it in? How am I going to tie it in? And I always find a way.
You always find a way. That rocks. Yeah.
This rocks. Guys, I don't even know how to. Okay. I'm going to I've been framing and I've been teasing this episode for so long. But basically, we have the Manosphere guys get into some feuds over one night in a club. Okay. That's TLDR. All these influencers, they all linked up and met, had a night out, and then they went to a club
in Miami.
So it's it's interesting because each one of these influencers separately has a different fan base. The kind of smallest number one is like 750,000 followers, and then the biggest one is 11 million. So, like, they all have a different degree of following, and it's kind of like they're the Spice Girls. Like, they're all different, specific flavors.
That's what I was about to say, is that I'm like, it's like, Try Guys. We're about to, after this, do an episode about the Queer Eye drama. And I'm like, it's interesting that it's all these little like groups of men and they all have a little theme.
Yeah, so their whole, like, everybody in this group is a misogynist and right-wing and racist, but they all show up in different ways. And the way that this has gone down, I have likened it to a very common trope that has been discussed on the internet called the Miami girls trip fallout, or Miami friend trip breakup.
Yeah.
Like, it's this thing that is like a common joke. Everyone talks about it.
It's like going to IKEA with your partner. Like,
Exactly.
It'll make or break the relationship. A girl's trip to Miami can make or break the crew that goes. A trip to IKEA with the partner can make or break the relationship with your partner. Like, these are high stress tests.
High stress tests. And it's such a phenomenon. This is a video from 2024 discussing this phenomenon. So, I thought this was like, it's, this whole thing, we have to frame it.
We have to frame it.
We have to frame what we're discussing today.
Like, when we say Miami girls trip, that has a lot of weight to it.
It has a lot of weight. It's not like something that me and Alise made up. It's a real thing.
Why girls go together to Miami and come back and they're no longer friends.
Okay, but this is a real phenomenon. I cannot tell you how many people I know who have had friendships shattered because of a trip to Miami. Also, hi, I'm Doreen. I'm from South Florida, but I currently live in the New York area. And let me give you some ideas about why people have breakups in Miami. And I mean friend breakups. Probably some of the deepest, most painful friend breakups that can happen. My theory is that everyone has an idea of what Miami is. And it's not always the same. Like in Vegas, casinos, debauchery. But in Miami, everyone has different expectations. Some people think it's going to be a very chill time. Others are out to party. And partying is very intense in Miami. It can range from anything from high-end clubs to partying on the beach, taking who knows what. And when friends go to Miami without actually talking about what the vibe is going to be, they end up having a really bad time. So if you're going to Miami with your friends, have a vibe check meeting.
So
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
That was my exact theory of why. Because, Miami actually offers a lot of different vibes and experiences.
And price points.
And also, like, I think people get really attached to their idea of what their Miami trip is going to be like. You get excited. These girls get outfits. You're getting your nails done. You're getting your hair done. You're like ready to do Miami in the way you're thinking you're going to do it. And then there's actually 5 girls, and it turns out there are competing visions for if it's going to be like, if we're being like trashy or classy or this or that. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has different vibes, whatever. And then also, you're getting really fucked up.
Yeah.
You're really, really drinking. There's also like the club culture and like getting into clubs and waiting in line. Like, there's all these also like stressful moments and chances
you
for
can
things.
get like, you're too ugly to get in this club.
Yeah.
So you're too ugly, but your friend is pretty. And like, and it's like the most evil, sexist guy who like is awful and is probably like fucking rape like 5 girls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Balding, horrible man.
Deciding who's pretty enough to go into this club so that other guys can prey on. It's like a weird, sick system.
Yeah. So they're, it's like.
And it's the strictest in the kind of country or world. No, not world. Berlin, Berghain.
Yeah.
That one
That's
is
a different
like,
level.
That's a different level. But even that is like, what I've heard about Berghain is like, it's not the if you're hot or not.
Yeah.
It's like your vibe.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, is that it is more of like a vibe curator at the door than it is like.
In Miami, it's hot.
And not just you're hot, but like you are hot in the very specific standard of like this guy and like the gross guys who run this club perceive a hot woman to be. And
exactly.
So it's basically like you're going into it with all these different expectations, and then there are basically traps all over the city to start fights between the guys because people are going to like jump out and be like, I think these three are hot, but you're ugly. Deal with it. And then like run out.
And then the girls are like, well, I'm uncomfortable and I want to sit down. So let's just go in and like, you can do something like, And then other girls are like, no, let's all go. Okay. So what are we going to do now? It's just a trap.
Yeah.
But it's funny that these guys that were, that love to claim that they're so masculine, they're so this, got into the Miami girls trip fight. So I don't think there was a vibe check meeting before.
Certainly not.
This. So I'm going to go through the characters.
Okay.
And I'm going to share relevant information. I'm going to read, and do you want to guess how many followers each one of them has?
Okay. So you said the bottom number was like
735,000.
735,000 is the lowest, and 11 million was the highest.
Yes.
Okay.
So first we have Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Grasshole Hall of Famer, super red pill, says everything is gay. Can't ever return to the UK because he's facing charges of human trafficking. In Romania, because he made a whole business plan about how to use the lover boy method to exploit women into doing sex work and take the profits from them. He also relocated from the UK to Romania because they supposedly have more lax prostitution laws.
And he still violated them. Okay.
And he still got caught. More facts about Andrew Tate. Exactly.
Awesome.
More facts about Andrew Tate. He was born in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
His father is African American. His name is Emery Tate, and he was an international chess master. And his mother is
That's how. Wait, his father was an international chess master?
Yeah.
That is how you get like a narcissistic, insane man, is a dad who thinks he's like so smart because he's a chess master. And so you are like all fucked up trying to emulate that and having your weird father-son relationship with that.
Well, it's like when we were talking about Diddy, and then we're like, oh, he went to an all-boys Catholic school in like New Rochelle, New York.
Yeah, when you hear a detail and you're like, okay, it's like, oh, I bet his dad was a huge asshole and was always like, you're an idiot and I'm smart because I'm a chess master, and the only type of intelligence that matters is being a chess master. And then you get Andrew Tate. Great.
Mother's a white English woman named Eileen Tate who worked in catering.
Come on, Eileen.
Was raised in the U.S. before moving to England. You want to guess how many followers?
I feel like Andrew Tate is the 11 million.
Andrew Tate is the 11 million, and that's crazy. But then I'm like, I guess in the world, when I think of it like this, I'm like, yeah, maybe if you because Andrew Tate is an international audience.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there probably are like a million extreme sexists in every country.
Yeah.
If you put it like that.
And like, he unfortunately has some weird appeal beyond me. Like, his content is extreme, but like, young boys fucking watch his shit before they even know what they're like doing. And they go down this pipeline. So it's like, and he probably has hate followers, people who are just like watching what he's doing because now he's so like reviled and shit. It's like, it's all of that.
Yeah. Well, the whole reason why Andrew Tate now lives in Florida is because he was facing these like crazy charges in Romania, and Donald Trump Jr., who's a huge fan of his, used his fucking influence to get him on a fucking private jet, him and his brother, to the U.S.
Still couldn't get invited to the girls' trip, though. Don Jr. wasn't there.
Don Jr. wasn't there. Next, we have Tristan Tate, brother of Andrew Tate, former kickboxer turned businessman, social media personality, also shares that hyper masculine persona, and appears with his brother in content. Tristan, how many followers and bonus points if you guess the platform?
Maybe like 1 million on Rumble.
3.4 million on X, which is probably 1 million on Rumble.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I'm like, are there even 1 million people on Rumble?
I think there's less bots on Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Somebody on Twitter posted something, just so you know where we're at on Twitter. Even though I think the memes are good, it's fun, it's whatever. Threads is getting like more, I'm have my eye on Threads, like something's happening on Threads.
Maybe there will be changes. I've made my feelings clear.
Yeah, you made your feelings clear. I just see I see more comedians who are like left leaning do perform well on Threads.
Yeah, they're making moves in the space.
They're making moves in the space, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should engage with Threads more. What I was saying is, just so you know what's happening on X right now, somebody tweeted, fuck this ice. I slipped on my porch and ate shit. And then there's someone's like, immediately comments, he had a gun on him and la 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 la. And it's like, oh, there's a bot that responds every time someone says fuck ice.
Yeah.
That says incendiary things.
There are bots that are putting forward conversations that you wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, there are definitely bots inflaming the ice conversation.
Of course. So, but like, just to see that is like, oh, you can't even, and that's just good for me. I'm like, yeah, I can't even like, half the shit that makes me mad is like,
yes. No, Rolling Stone did a thing about how bots were inflaming the Taylor Swift discourse. And I was like, and that's why I can't engage with this.
People are pissed about Harry Styles, and I might do something about that.
Okay, that's tomorrow. Very interesting.
But the Harry Styles people are pissed. But anyway, Nick Fuentes.
Okay.
Nick Fuentes.
You have an Italian brother.
Wow. So he's an American political commentator and organizer known for far right and white nationalist views. He's been banned from platforms like YouTube. So his name is Nicholas Joseph Fuentes. But I hear like a lot of people say he's a gay Mexican. And I'm like, oh, are they just being like...
Sorry. Just the phrase, I hear a lot of people say he's a gay Mexican.
So I thought they were just being like fucked up and racist because I've known him to be Cuban.
That's what I always thought.
But Wikipedia says he's actually Mexican.
Boom!
So he is of Italian, Irish, and Mexican descent.
Boom!
His father is half Mexican and immigrated to the United States, and he's raised in Illinois. I'm like, he's in Illinois, like Mexican, Italian, Irish, like Illinois, Mexican, Italian, Irish, basically Chicago, Mexican, Italian, Irish. That's everywhere, babe. You are one of many.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Exonerated.
Exonerated. My people. I feel amazing.
Because you were carrying that.
I was carrying that. I thought that was tried and true knowledge.
Wikipedia says he's Mexican.
It's so good to lose that.
Yeah,
I was carrying that weight.
You were carrying that weight? No, that's real. That's real. But he does have LGBTQ allegations.
Yeah. Alphabet
allegations. He has an alphabet allegation. And yeah, so we'll circle back on that. Next we have Sneeko. Sneeko is Nicholas Ken de Balanzanzi, and he's an American online personality streamer who shifted from creative commentary.
Oh, do I have to guess Nick Fuentes is?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I fucked that up. Nick Fuentes. How many people do you think follow Nick Fuentes?
He's pretty famous. in terms of this, but I don't think as many as Andrew Tate. So maybe I'm going to go 6 million followers.
1.3 million.
Whoa! I would have put him.
But, that's just followers on Twitter. He has, like, all these streams
Yeah.
and all that. But, yeah.
That is also
1.3.
true that, like, because a bunch of these guys have been, like, run off the traditional platforms, it is harder to know, like, the full
scope
impact.
of that. Yeah, an impact.
But that surprises me that he would have only 1 million on Twitter. But I'm like, but has he had his Twitter deactivated and come back and all that shit?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like he might be artificially suppressed.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
free him. Free him.
Oh, now that he's not Cuban, we can free him.
Let him loose.
Let him loose. Let Nicholas Fuentes loose. You've heard it here today, guys. Go touch grass, baby.
Free Fuentes.
Okay. Next we have Sneeko. So Sneeko, again, he started with like gaming and like street interviews to controversial political and social commentary. Again, also criticized for his misogynistic and extremist elements. And he also gets criticized for being anti-Semitic. In 2023, he moved to Miami, Florida, and converted to Islam.
Okay.
Sneeko is of Haitian Filipino descent.
Again, the diversity of this group is really something.
It's really something. So this is from his Wikipedia. I'm going to read this, and then I just want your like raw reaction.
Okay.
He started off with gaming, and his topics began to shift into right-wing trolling, such as asking white people on the street to say racial slurs for $1. He also would host discussions on why men and women are not equal.
Okay.
I was like,
okay.
What is this?
I don't know. So he would give a white person $1 if they said the N-word, basically. Okay.
And like probably other ones.
I feel like a lot of white people you don't need to give them $1, really, but any white person who would say the N-word on camera kind of would probably just do it regardless.
That's why I'm like, he made a whole content series about it.
Yeah. And then I feel like maybe I've seen some of the videos that are him talking about if men and women are equal. Is he the guy who's always like asking about people's body count and is like obsessed with body count?
No, I don't think so. I think that's someone else. He's like Asian looking to me. Honestly, he's attractive and it's sad to me. Because he's totally Millie coated.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's too bad.
But he is like, I would say so Nick Fuentes' whole thing is like, oh, right, he wears a suit. He's like talking about Catholicism, white supremacy.
He's very young Republican.
Republican looking, but he's very, very, very right wing. Very right wing. He loves to, Catholic. Fascist. Yeah. He loves to say like that he's a virgin. That's another reason why people think he's gay. So yeah, because he loves to brag. So Sneeko his aesthetic is more like hype beast.
Yeah.
He was like when Kanye had his right-wing turn, he was around him. He was like making a lot of this stuff in the incendiary. He was in Kanye's camp when he was making the most incendiary things. And this guy's a streamer. These are all guys, and all these guys are streamers too. Like they have their own camera crews, or they're constantly streaming everything. So, between 2022 and 2024, basically back and forth, he gets banned on Twitch, banned on YouTube, reinstated, banned, banned. Now he's mostly on Kick and Rumble.
Kick?
Exactly. Kick is white supremacist Twitch. Twitch is not woke enough for these guys.
I find out about new ones. It's like
yeah, I know. How many? What's the follower count on
X?
Twitter?
On Twitter, X. Yeah. Well, it's X when these people use it for sure. Okay, getting kicked off, brought back, all of that stuff. Maybe 900,000?
That's good. 982,000 to 1 million. 1.2 million on YouTube.
Okay. I'm
But then he's
figuring
like-
out
Yeah.
I'm figuring out like what all the things that need to be considered
Yeah.
is where, because I'm like, the Nick Fuentes shook me, but then I'm like, no, but you have to think about their history.
Yeah.
And where they and of being deplatformed and
Yeah.
sent all over the place.
Yeah. Next we have clavicle. Clavicle?
Clavicle?
Clavicular. Clavicular.
Can I see it?
Clavicular.
Can I visualize it?
Clavicular.
Clavicular. Yeah. Clavicular.
Clavicular. Clav.
Okay. Either way.
I
don't
spoiled
know.
it. I spoiled the follower count, but
Oh, I didn't even look at it, actually. I was just staring at the word, so I didn't see it.
okay. So clavicular clav is American influencer and live streamer known for provocative looks maxing.
Oh,
He's the looks
Jesus.
he's the right-wing
so he's
looks maxer.
clavicle.
Clavicle. But
because
clavicle, doesn't a clavicle have an E? Or is spelled like that?
I think
We're
it's
struggling with the word. This is
the
not
clavicular. I'm
clavicular.
struggling. No, and
We're
it's not a spelling podcast, and it's not an anatomy podcast. But
Okay.
it's clearly a play on clavicle.
Clavicle, yeah.
Okay.
So, and viral live stream moments. His online platform persona is controversial for extreme self-improvement tactics and brash commentary. Alise, I'm gonna read I'm gonna read just a segment of his Wikipedia, and I just want you to react.
Okay.
In real, however you want to.
Okay.
He became known in the mid-2020s on Kick and TikTok for his looks maxing content, which commentators have described as extreme and controversial, particularly for practices such as facial bone smashing and using crystal meth to stay lean. There's one more. There's another bit. But you want to respond to that? Let's respond to that first before
I mean, here's the thing. Using crystal meth to stay lean, tried and true method.
Tried and true.
You are going to stay lean. You'll lose the weight.
You'll lose the weight. And that's the point, is that it's like, the whole looks maxing is like to have that perfectly shaped chisel.
Yeah,
it's like
handsome Squidward. You want to look like handsome Squidward.
Exactly. Because it's like true masculinity is in the face shape. They're the people who believe in face shape, like body angle, all that, and like looks maxing, right? Like
it's the new version of like people who used to like measure your skull and try to say like, oh, like based on like the like how your skull is shaped, we can tell if you're gonna be like a criminal or whatever. Like these people are like your facial symmetry determines everything about how you are perceived in this world. Like you will not be successful. You will not have a partner. You will not like pass your genetics on. You will not do anything good if you are not perfectly like beautiful.
So let's put a pin in that. Two things, right? First, in December 2025, a live stream clip of Clavicle hitting a man with a Tesla Cybertruck went viral online and brought him to wider attention.
Was the man okay?
I think the man was okay.
I guess it would say like if he killed someone.
Died, yeah, no, I don't think he killed someone, but he hit someone with a Cybertruck while he was live streaming.
While live streaming, okay.
Did his. Okay, so that's one thing.
Well, he's using crystal meth to stay lean, so I think that a lot of these things are kind of related.
Yes. Listen to this.
On meth, behind the wheel of a Cybertruck, live streaming and driving around. Incredible.
Hitting a guy.
Hitting someone.
Incredible. Also. Nick Fuentes, he's a twin.
No.
He's a twin, and his twin is a girl. He has a twin sister. I want to know everything about Melissa Fuentes.
Melissa, come on the pod.
Melissa, come on the pod.
Melissa, open door anytime.
Melissa, please come on the pod.
On the pod.
Tell us
Melissa
everything.
Fuentes.
Melissa Fuentes, we summon you.
Yeah, hermanas.
Hermanas. Melissa Fuentes, come on the pod. Melissa Fuentes, come on the pod. Okay,
That's the spell we're going to do at Galentine's is to get
Melissa Fuentes to come on Go Touch Grass. I feel like, yeah. I feel like we could get Eva Longoria's sister and Meredith Lynch to have to talk it out
on
Go Touch Grass.
Yep.
That's what we should be doing. And I feel like that's possible.
I feel like that's possible. And I think we could get Melissa Fuentes.
And we could get Melissa Fuentes. Okay, look. That's one thing. Another thing that Clavicle went viral recently was he did an interview with right-wing political commentator Michael Knowles in which he described United States Vice President J.D. Vance as subhuman, contrasting him with Gavin Newsom, who he labeled a Chad. According to the forward, he has, quote, yet openly to espouse much political ideology, but has been associated with far-right streamers. So, if you, this guy's so far-right that he views somebody's ability to be in power by the symmetry of their face.
Yeah.
So he thinks Gavin Newsom would be a better leader than J.D. Vance purely because he would rather fuck Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, because Gavin Newsom looks more like handsome Squidward than J.D. Vance.
What say you to that?
I mean, I think it's a certainly interesting way to perceive the world.
What are you?
Okay. So you think every leader who's ever been successful has been extremely symmetrically faced and handsome? Because that's just not true. Certainly being very, pretty privilege is a thing. Certainly.
But it's kind of sometimes it's even the opposite. Where it's when someone's handsome, they get to fail up and they don't really apply themselves. Now, there are people who have Riz, it's just not accounting for Riz.
No.
And Riz is everything to me, at least.
Absolutely.
Riz is everything. So we'll put a pin in Clavicular and
okay.
Riz. Okay. And I think Clav might be the only white person.
Okay.
Fully white person in this crew.
I'm picturing Rocky and Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay, fresh. Okay.
But should I do his followers?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna guess higher because it seems like he doesn't get banned from stuff in the same way. And I'm going to guess higher also because it seems like he's giving advice that might rope in people who don't know what his total fucking deal is. 5 million followers?
He's the lowest. He has 723,000 on TikTok. He has 157,000 on Kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
He's the lowest.
So next we have the Fresh and Fit podcast. I think I've talked about this.
Talked about them before.
These are the guys. One is Sudanese American, Amru Foodie. He is fit. He's known as Fit, but his pseudonym is Myron Gaines.
Okay.
And the other guy is Barbadian American, Walter Weeks. And it's basically two men of color, and they're the ones that talk about body count and yell at OnlyFans girls and stuff. But they're the Black and South Asian guys that are doing it. If you ever see those viral clips, it's them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know who they are.
Yes. So he used to go by the so the podcast the Fresh and Fit podcast is a US men's lifestyle and dating podcast hosted by Myron and Walter Weeks that blends advice on fitness, dating, and finances with content widely criticized for promoting misogynistic perspectives. They're one of the Manosphere people. The host and some of the guests have expressed anti-Semitic views, engaged in Holocaust denial, Nazi apologetics, and made disparaging remarks about Black women.
Sure.
On August 18th, Fresh and Fit was demonetized on YouTube. A YouTube spokesperson said that the demonetization occurred to, quote, repeated violations of our policies. And their banner, like on one of their sites, it says transforming simps to pimps. So they,
Okay.
so any guess, any thoughts on how their follower count?
Okay, well, since they're not the lowest, and I have seen their clips and I have heard of them, maybe I'll say, and are we talking about like the podcast?
The podcast.
The podcast? Maybe I'll give them 5 million.
1.5 million. But
Wow.
again, they go
So
off
it's
their
a huge,
own.
like Andrew Tate is way far and above
Yeah.
all the rest of them. I thought maybe
But
they
it's
were going
on
to be
X.
Yeah, but I thought maybe they were going to be scattered throughout. But it's like Andrew Tate
I don't know if Andrew Tate has ever been kicked off of Twitter.
I think maybe when Jack Dorsey was in charge of Twitter, he was kicked off.
But I don't think
I think maybe I'm vaguely remembering that Elon Musk like brought him back.
Maybe.
I think he's one of the people Elon Musk brought back.
Well, great. So those are the characters. Anything so far?
I mean, sounds horrible.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, all of them are enormous losers.
Exactly. This is not so they all got in a falling out. They all went out the weekend of Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
It was Martin Luther King's dream to see white supremacists of all
races getting in a fight in Miami.
Getting in a fight in Miami. This is not so the thing that's interesting. So this is not the first beef between them. In September 2024, Andrew Tate and Sneeko got in an escalating feud marked by personal attacks and ideological differences. I think Andrew Tate for a while said he was like converting to Islam or flirting. What a lot of these guys will do is that they will use I'm not going to speak to like how pious any of these guys are.
Yeah.
Right? This is just mine. Now I'm editorializing, but I think that one way that these guys use to justify their misogyny is that they use religion as an anchor.
Yeah.
And Nicholas Fuentes uses Catholicism as an anchor for his white supremacy, for his this, for his that. He says, God, 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 God. I think Sneeko has been doing that with Islam, and I think Andrew Tate will flirt with that too. Getting, again, it's just a strategic thing of like, here's like, I'm going to speak to this group of people that hasn't necessarily been spoken to in English and use their religion as a court for misogyny.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of this comes with like performative Islam allegations.
Yeah.
Okay. So the conflict began when Tate, a prominent figure known for his conservative views, posted on X saying that white supremacists, quote, were totally right to be believed that, quote, race is everything. In response, Sneeko, also a conservative streamer, criticized Tate's stance, arguing that it went against, quote, the core fundamentals of Islam. And he added that if Tate held such beliefs, he might as well be Jewish. Like, okay. And then Tate retorted and like kind of gave Sneeko shit and would talk shit about Sneeko, saying he's not a real conservative man because Sneeko would do content with OnlyFans girls or like, adult content creators.
Okay.
So just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like I can't even actually understand the terms of like what's being argued here because I don't follow the weird logic of all this stuff because it's like I would think that a guy who's surrounded by OnlyFans models would be based to them, but I guess not because he's doing content with them, whatever. Obviously, I understand that the Jewish comment is just to be anti-Semitic, but I don't understand what it's rooted in or like why, like what it's based on.
It's basically like, okay, Andrew Tate was like, yes, race is, I guess, the most important, or like that's the way, like, to hierarchy society is like that white people are at the top or something. And I guess Sneako's like, that's not what we learned in Islam. And if you're gonna not honor Islam, you might as well be Jewish. And then Tate's like, well, you're not Islamic either because you do shit with OnlyFans girls. And it's like, well, Tate, by that logic, you fucking make a whole business practice doing OnlyFans, you dumb bitch. Like,
I'm like,
these guys are idiots and assholes. And like, that's kind of, but like, that's a good example of the kind of like,
yeah.
And then when they fight, you have to understand these guys all stream all day. I was kind of comparing this to like some of the messier things that we've covered this year. Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah.
Ashley Tisdale wrote an article that kind of hinted on something on her personal website and then got a bigger publication to write an article. She didn't call out names. She didn't whatever. These guys, what they'll do is if they're mad, live stream.
Yeah.
20 minutes saying all kinds of crazy things.
It feels housewifey.
It's
this
so
stuff.
But it's even worse because, or I don't know, even a housewife, they will have like a cabaret show.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, somebody arrest me, like Wendy. And then like, they won't go on Instagram Live and be like, they do still have that like regular media atmosphere too. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I guess this is all kind of self-produced. But this isn't a reality show. This is like real.
Yeah, but it's also is because they're live streaming constantly.
It is like a reality
kind of is
show.
their like Manosphere reality show in a way.
Yes. So,
and the girls' trip is also a staple of any housewife season. Yeah.
It's basically like all leading up to each of them host an event.
Yeah.
Like an event at their home or in a business or whatever, and they get to do whatever theme. And then one of them at least one or two of them host the trip.
Yeah.
And the trip like is kind of determined and curated by them in the production. And it's all the drama leading up to the trip, all the drama on the trip, and all the drama after the trip.
Shit always goes down on the trip.
Literally this week in the Real Housewives of Potomac, they go to Colorado and like the girl who hosts it is like a big wag. But she's like a big dog wag, but she comes in the Real Housewives thing and she's like lowest on the pecking order and they're kind of like bullying her. But she like fucking fucked up hosting this girls trip like so many times that like you can't even, and they're really coming down on her. And half of it is like not her fault, but it's like, damn. She's really like the Airbnb. She got a really nice Airbnb that has a beautiful view of the mountain, but it's like super remote and it takes an hour to go anywhere. And like, it's all this stuff. And then it didn't have water because it's on a well system. So it's like 6 Real Housewives had to share one shower. It was great. Anyway, okay. So that night in question, I think it was either January 18th or January 19th or something like that. It was like that weekend. The night looked late. It didn't even look fun. So one clip, I'm going to show you 2 clips.
Okay.
One clip is Andrew Tate. Like, I think they're in someone's apartment or house, or maybe they are in Andrew Tate's house. And he's telling a story to people about his brother's parenting. Because I don't even think Andrew Tate has any kids, but Tristan Tate does.
Okay.
So this is the story about like, my brother's such a good dad because he disciplines his kids. So content warning on
that.
Bad parenting. Yeah.
I take my son, he's 5. I sit him, I say, if you want to get good at anything in life, it's going to be bored. You're going to get good at being bored. He's like, yes, sir. I sit him on the couch. No Nintendo, no TV, no phone, no iPad. Sits there with a cup of water. And I go to work for fucking 6 hours. Doesn't fucking move, doesn't say a fucking word because he's scared for his fucking life. It's not because I hate him, it's because I love him. You can raise them that way. This whole idea that kids are unruly is coke Western bullshit.
Okay, so actually, Andrew Tate does have kids. My bad.
Okay.
Whatever. But that was a clip.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. That was a clip of him talking about how he sits his son down.
So that was Andrew Tate talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think that like kids being bored is copium?
I mean, number one, like obviously everything he's saying is horrifying and disturbing, whatever. But again, like you said, the party just looks like shit. Like this guy is screaming in everyone's faces about how he makes his son sit for 6 hours. Meanwhile, like, there's kind of not really music playing. You can see some women like standing in the back, just like kind of standing around talking to each other. He's surrounded by guys just screaming in their face about how he abuses his son. I'm like, what is this?
This party sucks. And some people, like, I don't know. I'm just like, some people don't know how to make conversation in parties. Like, I actually, like, don't know you. I actually don't want to hear. I don't know. One time I was just like at a party and I was having like a rough time and I wanted to have and this girl kept talking about how her sister had surgery and she had surgery and this had surgery and then this and that. And I kind of like moved.
Yeah.
I like moved to another side of the party because I don't want to fucking hear about your shit. And then she came and followed me. She's like, "Oh my God, I love talking to you." And I'm like, because I don't want, like, this is exactly, so the party looked lame.
Yeah.
So that was the pregame. They get on a party bus. There's video of them on the party bus.
That I saw.
And then they're in this, they're in the club and they play the Kanye song, HH,
right.
Heil, Adolf, Hitler. Did you see the video?
I saw them in the party bus.
Yeah, so I'll play this thing so you can see what the vibe is.
Yeah, just
because this
vibe
video comes in question.
Okay.
This video comes in question. This is how crazy these guys are.
Okay. Well, that video of Andrew Tate looked incredibly staged to me too. Like,
well, that's the thing, is that what's happened is all of these guys got together in Miami. Because again, Nicholas Fuentes is from Chicago. Claviclor, I don't know where. I think he might be like from California. They're all whatever, but then they combine forces. So, and then live stream everything with their own crews and together.
Yeah.
So they're putting like everything together. So actually, when you kind of combine all their audiences together for this live stream kind of Miami trip, it is like a Real House. It's probably actually more people might be watching this than the Real Housewives girls trip, honestly. Or like the same amount, because like probably 2 million people or 1 million people watch it, like on a good episode of Real Housewives. 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. So it's not impossible that Andrew Tate and all these other guys together are getting like millions of eyes.
Yeah.
So they're live streaming everything from all different angles. And that's also like a way that a lot of influencer trips, they'll all do that, is for everyone to see all the people's content together.
It's part of it is that it's like you're gonna boost each other by all doing stuff together because people are gonna like hop between your accounts to try to like see everything.
Yes. So this tweet says, "Club plays HH by Ye while Nicholas Fuentes, Tate, Sneeko, Claviclor, Myron Games sing and throw salutes. Culture's changing, Skullface." So I'm gonna press play.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Wait up.
So, okay. They're saying that they got the club to play that song.
Yeah.
I mean, here's what I will say. Like, obviously they're somewhere with lights, but it is just like a bunch of people standing around.
They're in like a VIP section.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Well, and so that song, I'm gonna read the lyrics to you because, so again, that song is not released anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a studio, whatever. You could only get it like on Rumble and you have to like download it, right?
Yeah.
But most of the songs are, man, these people took my kids away from me. Then they closed my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think that I'm stuck in a matrix. Where the fuck is my nitrous? Yes, I'm a cuck. I like when people fuck on my bitch. Because that's another thing that's been rumored about him is that him and his wife, they do freak offs, but they're consensual
Mm-hmm.
and they pay people, but they're freak offs, like whatever. But yeah, he would like, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But that he likes to watch people fuck his
Wife. Okay.
Um,
That's allowed.
the shit that I'm posting on Twitter, they say, yay, don't say that. How niggas can't see me in public. I'm driving in my all chrome Maybach with all the money and fame. I still can't get my kids back with all the money and fame. I still don't get to see my children. They see my Twitter, but they don't be seeing how I be feeling. So yeah, I became a Nazi. Yeah, bitch, I'm the villain, nigga. Hail. So
Yeah.
it's just
I get what, obviously we talked about Kanye. He's not well. It's like, I get what his central complaint is, but the reason that you can't get your kids back
It's
is because
'cause of
you're
you.
releasing songs called Heil Hitler and saying in the song that you're a Nazi. So that's kind of,
yeah, and it's kind of like a man. My life is hard. I mean, in a way, I'm just thinking. Like, in a way, it's kind of using the Nazi ideology in a new way because it's like your life is hard and you're experiencing hardship, but instead of looking at the people in power or looking at yourself or looking at how you got there, you're blaming a fucking group of people that ain't got nothing to do with your shit, which is kind of what happened with the fucking. I'm just like,
I mean, yeah.
like I'm like, because what what did Jewish people have to do with post World War Germany? It's like it's that one group of people that everyone can point to anyway.
Yeah, it's the scapegoating of it,
and it's
which is,
ridiculous.
classic Nazi behavior, I
Yeah,
guess.
so it's like,
But it is just, it's very, I mean, it's just funny to write a song that's like, you guys made me be a Nazi.
exactly. So that
You guys forced me to be one.
That is kind of like interesting because somebody tweeted most of the song isn't even about Hitler. It's complaining about losing custody of his kids. Perfect loser anthem for a loser ideology.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's still like the fact that I saw this, that's why I'm on Twitter. The fact that people are commenting such poignant things like the discourse is happening. But anyway, so that happened. But I did want to share the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because, and, again, not that Kanye never said anything, not that whatever, but I'm like, it's something where, like, it was an unreleased like, I think it was, like, a diary, like, it was never, it was an
It's a well-produced diary.
Well,
like, he spent time on it.
I'm like, Kanye's, you know what I mean? But I'm just like,
I'm like,
you're a fucking idiot. He tries to be incendiary anyway.
Yeah, he's like trying to court controversy, and it's like, that's why you're losing your kids, though, dude.
Exactly.
That's actually why. Like, it's not actually your bitch ex-wife who's the reason that you can't have your kids. It's because you're releasing, you're producing and then, like, surreptitiously leaking tracks called Heil Hitler where you say you're a Nazi.
Yeah. So that happened that night. That was like the big central thing. Other pictures and other videos, they just all look lame. There's a video where someone whispers to Nick Fuentes, hey, should I bring some girls over here? Because if you see the way that they're all standing in VIP, all of them are around girls except for Nick Fuentes, who's in between and just hanging out with the guys. So that gets noted. And again, people are live commenting. That's also an interesting thing because Real Housewives, you have to wait like 9 months. Like there's a production to see what, you see them, like you see somebody post an Instagram story. You're not seeing that footage for 9 months. It's instant. Yeah. And you're commenting on it and they're replying to you.
Yeah. And like Nick Fuentes is seeing that people are being like, you don't want it. Like he's not hanging around any girls or whatever.
This is a clip from like a screenshot from the club and it's Clavicular dancing around some girls.
Okay.
And I want you to read this text in a style of your Blink 182. So get your Blink 182 voice.
Okay. Where are you?
Yeah. And read this statement.
Okay. Clavicular realizing that jester maxing at the club is actually peak fun. Clavicular just cracked the code. Jester maxing at the club is officially the new meta. Forget the mysterious guy in the corner trope or the stiff-arm drink hold. We are entering the era of high energy, zero ego, chaotic fun. If you aren't the reason the floor is laughing, are you even living? What?
Jester maxing is the new meta, Alise. I had to learn what that meant in research of this.
Is that being funny? Are we jester maxing?
No, because jester maxing, being funny is different. Jester maxing is like being funny for women. Like you're degrading yourself to that of a jester. Versus being funny is you're naturally. I mean, this is like getting into deep incildom.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you.
Yeah. But you're jester maxing if you are being funny for the purpose of trying to like
entertain a woman.
Okay.
Like a jester. It's like that jester gift. When the woman's sitting there. But jester maxing is actually meta now. It's actually cool to jester max. Because basically this video is of Clavicular like dancing a little goofy to a Chris Brown song.
Right. Having like a little tiny moment of like fun, maybe.
And then they're like, wow, like he's being goofy, like he's jester maxing, and guess what? It's peak meta now.
Yeah, this is such a sad existence that you can't even be at a club and like kind of like bop along to a song for 2 fucking seconds. It has to be like immediately sorted into this weird ideology of like constant like you having just a moment of like goofy dancing is jester maxing. And it's like women like goofy guys. That's known forever. That women like guys that are like a little fun and funny.
Yeah. Not me, but other people. I actually want a very serious guy who shuts the fuck up all the time. That's why Igor from Honora was my dream guy.
See, I need them to be funny. I like when they're jester maxing. I like a little jester maxing.
Get the fuck out of here. No man should experience joy around them.
No, I need them to jester max me.
So you believe that
jester maxing is meta. I do.
Is peak meta.
Yeah. I'd say that.
and that's on fucking go touch grass.
Yeah, jester maxing is peak meta. It is.
Alise said it. And so it is. So it is.
Yeah, jester max me, boys.
Jester max Alise. Now that we've determined that jester maxing is meta, what happens is the night all of their followers are watching it, it breaks containment on Kick. People are uploading and clipping stuff onto Twitter. Mm-hmm. Twitter keeps talking about it. Then it goes actually viral, and then people are pissed. Here is a local news channel covering this.
Okay.
A Miami Beach nightclub catching heat, accused of celebrating hate with a song about Hitler.
Absolute disgust. Disgusted, horrified.
City leaders reacting to videos making the rounds on social media featuring the Kanye West song with the lyrics Heil Hitler over and over again. The same men seen in the club, known as controversial influencers, are also in a video from a limo. In that one, they're singing and one of them is performing a Nazi salute.
To have people in our city celebrating this. Animals.
This is obviously not welcome in Miami Beach. It should not be welcome anywhere in the world.
And by the way, I spoke to other club operators. They are not welcome in their club. How they got into this club, open arms, I want to know how.
The videos are from Saturday night, this one inside the Club Vendome at 743 Washington Avenue. The club releasing a statement on social media that reads in part, "We want to be unequivocally clear. Vendome and our hospitality group do not condone anti-Semitism, hate speech, or prejudice of any kind." It goes on to state, "We are deeply disturbed by the harm caused by this incident and the circulation of this footage." The post explains the business is looking into safeguards and procedures to make sure this doesn't happen again. As for the men in the video celebrating the song, they're being told to stay away from Miami Beach.
You're disgusting human beings, and I don't want to see you in Miami Beach.
You're not welcome.
It's disgusting, it's shameful, and you are not welcome in Miami Beach.
So that happened. They got in trouble. The DJ had to say a statement. He basically said, like, as a DJ, like, he takes responsibility, but he got airdropped a file that said HH, and he was told that like a group of this group of guys who are like spending a lot in VIP want to play the song. And then he says as soon as he heard that it was offensive, he like switched it off, which you kind of can hear in the clip that we watched. Like, it doesn't go on for like the How Hitler part doesn't go on for that long. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like, this is why you can't just accept random airdrops and fucking play them at the club, etc. I get how that could happen, but it is also like,
you're an idiot. No.
Yeah, it's like you guys let a bunch of weird right-wing... There's no way the club wasn't aware of who those guys were.
The guy shouted out, Andrew Tate in the building.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew Tate in the building.
It's like, yeah, so you can't just get a file airdropped to you from Andrew Tate's party and just put it on at your club and trust that that's not going to be some kind of controversial thing. Like, you're fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
I think all these people are stupid. To me, I'm like, all these guys in the video, they're all screaming the N-word. They all say awful things about women, and it's just annoying to me that like this is like, oh my god, like I can't believe they also did this too. And it's like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
They're not seeing any consequences for anything else that they say.
All they're doing, the entire point of this trip is to create viral clips and troll people. So yeah, why would they do anything if not to create a viral moment? And yeah, I forgot that like he did fully shout out Andrew Tate in the building. So it's like, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, but it was like, you thought it was okay for him to say stuff about Black people, to say stuff about women, how women should this and that. It doesn't matter. But if it's whatever, then if it crosses this one, it's just like, you're full of shit.
This is why businesses ban people like this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not just like cancel culture, blah, blah, blah. It's like, these people are assholes. They will show up at your club and try to do some shit.
They'll cross the one line that you give them.
Yeah.
Like the one thing. And it's not that like...
They don't care that you're putting them in VIP and that you're putting them up and you're shouting them out and you're giving them drinks and you're sending hot girls over. They don't fucking care. They will still try to trick you into playing a Nazi song so that they can post it on Instagram.
Because it's about being incendiary, right? So what happens is Andrew Tate blames Sneeko.
Okay.
Andrew Tate says Sneeko was the one that did this. I didn't want to do this. Sneeko did. Sneeko hears about this and then responds, but the way that he responds is he gets an Andrew Tate live stream and then responds to it in real time. So I'm just going to show you like a 2-minute clip of Sneeko responding to Andrew Tate.
Okay.
And I'm just like, this is where it's like beyond Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Because they would never do this. They at least do the confessionals or they have a reunion.
Yeah.
They don't do it in real time.
There's a forum for them to air their grievances that's formalized.
They're doing a hodgepodge, these guys.
That's dangerous.
Hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me, desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever.
I had 1 million subscribers before.
Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me. It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like, beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side. Back and forth. Anything for views. Very strange. And I'm not the only person he did it to.
You said you were going to beat me up.
And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneeko, like, you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat.
Whoa!
It's a shit name, and it's weird.
Your name is
I'm not
Cobra.
gonna talk to him anymore.
Your name is Cobra Tate. You're calling yourself a snake.
Because he's just weird. And then I get to Miami, I speak to Clav, and Clav is with Nick Fuentes, and he begs for Sneeko to come. And I said, Sneeko's weird. Begs and begs and begs. Here we are. Who's on the internet insulting me? Sneaky. Sneaky's now on the internet with an opinion. Luckily, he doesn't matter.
Snake Cobra.
Sneaky doesn't matter. When this controversy's over, he's going to have to go back to making videos no one watches and try to find some other controversy.
You asked to be in my video.
He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics.
Whoa,
he's not,
Trump family.
No Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He
doesn't have Zionist connections.
He says the wrong thing. The
he
royal
doesn't
family
have Zion
in Dubai
connections.
Will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Ooh. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like, he doesn't. He's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing. Because he doesn't matter.
To Dick Suck Zionist?
So I don't think I sold him out.
Okay.
You did.
I was told he played the song. But,
So that's like
I
the
mean,
kind of
I'm like crying. That was so funny.
No, but like all of their videos, like that's what I mean. Like Ashley Tisdale is not calling out Hillary Duff. They are
him responding. Sneako's weird. Okay.
He's like he's calling himself Sneaky. Your name's Cobra.
You're a snake. Oh, the Trump family. I'm like, this is crazy.
Oh, the Trump family.
That was actually really wild.
They're all crazy. Okay, so then, yeah. So I don't know if you have anything else.
It's just funny that like they're all really bitchy.
They're all really bitchy. They're all so. I can't even describe it. At least it's so funny. This one right here. Okay, so Sneeko then goes on this other podcast and he compares him to the Boston Tea Party. He says Sneeko likens playing HH in a club to the Boston Tea Party. Quote, it's pro-free speech. It's the founding fathers dumping tea into the ocean. You want to tax us? We're going to go flip over your boats.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Boston.
Yeah.
The finger wagging at the people that ruined this country, that took away all of what it is to be American and to be in a world power. And this is America. Listening to a song like this is pro-free speech. It is the founding fathers dumping the tea into the ocean. You say, okay, you want to tax us? We're going to go flip over your boats. It's a rejection of everything you're not allowed to say.
No.
We're tired of being pearl clutching and
No.
But I'm like, that's how like fucking dumb these guys think that like
they say stuff and they think that it's this thing that you see online, especially with these Manosphere guys, where it's like the language is something that they think is smart, but if you dig a little bit, what are you saying? The Boston Tea Party wasn't about free speech.
It was taxation.
It was about taxes. It wasn't about like them saying what they weren't allowed to say.
Yeah, it was actually about like people not being represented in government, but also
and people not wanting to pay this new tax because it was high. It was about people being pissed off because of taxes. Like, what are you talking about?
People being pissed off with taxes and not like having their not being able to vote. Which I'm like, babe, you're a right wing influencer. You don't want people to vote.
No, all these people would have been like, we love the king.
Yeah,
you know what
idiots.
I mean? Like,
they're
it's
idiots.
just they would have been like. No, like after the fucking like Boston massacre or whatever, they would have been like, well, those guys were throwing rocks. Like they like.
So there's a lot. Andrew Tate has a lot of enemies. There's like a lot of compilations of Andrew Tate on multiple live streams saying that Sneeko played the song. It was him. He's weird. He is not trying to deflect blame, but it wasn't his fault. Like all this stuff, and then so that happens on that weekend of Martin Luther King Day. All this goes on January 23rd is when the DJ apologized.
Right.
All this shit is happening. And then on January 24th, a video from a different angle shows somebody spliced together a new video to counter Andrew Tate's claim about that Sneeko played it. So we'll watch the counter evidence. And then they're in the party bus after talking about playing the song.
No! Let's kick the ugly bitches. He's gonna get them to play HH. Oh! Hell yeah.
Bro, when we open up the fucking van, I've never heard that song played at the club.
Yeah.
you know how long
we made it. I swear to God. How the fuck you guys do
When I go out in New York, I always try to get the DJ to play it, and they refuse.
No, they won't.
They refuse because they can get it shut down.
That's crazy. Dude, you got to think Fresh. Fresh hooked that one up. He was like, "Yo, we need this played," and they had to go on Rumble, get the link, but we made it happen. I think the dudes that own the club are Arabs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're like, yes, let's go.
I can't believe we heard that in Miami.
Yeah, it was lit, dude.
Seeing Myron throw up Roman salutes in the fucking club.
Yo, what's it called?
These guys are such fucking losers.
Yeah, you see how they're like, Did you see when we played it? It's so funny.
It's like
It's so
such
lame.
dorks. It's so stupid. They're like, haha, we tricked the DJ into playing the controversial song.
Yeah.
We really tricked them.
They won't even play it in New York, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, you tricked somebody into playing your stupid song. Okay.
yeah, like a song that, like, again, so this is what causes Kanye to have the fucking apology.
Oh,
In
wow.
the midst of all of
Okay.
this, so Kanye's apology comes out on the 26th. And he's like,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm actually been doing a lot of work to like put that behind me. And I actually need to like disown this shit.
Yeah.
Because it was from a few years ago in an unreleased thing, and they only can get it in Rumble and like download it.
But he also says, so I guess Fresh is the one that
Fresh is the one.
got it played.
Fresh is the one that got it played. Fresh responds to the allegation. Fresh says, I already addressed this. There's no clip of me prior to this ever playing the song or being around the song. They asked for a song to be played, HH, and the staff played it. Quite frankly, if I played the song, there would be more issues on my part, and there are not because it wasn't me, so nice try, buddy. The song is disgusting. Even Ye doesn't even like it. And then
But he was dancing to it in the club.
This is the not Fresh or not Fit. Fit is the tall Arab guy. Fresh is the shorter black guy.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody else said, Walter, come on. We have Myron on video asking you to play it and the song coming on right after. And Myron in the van afterwards saying that you played it. So your stance is that Myron has lied and thrown you under the bus? Does this mean you're quitting the Fresh and Fit podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, why, what's also happening, right? So they're responding because now they're nervous about getting banned from all the clubs in Miami and people not fucking with him. I'm sure Andrew Tate got a call from Donald Trump Jr. and Ivanka and all these people because whatever. But then on the other side, all these alt-right, all their fans are like, why are you even apologizing?
Yeah, like
it's not
awesome.
that big a deal.
It's
This is
based
awesome.
that you guys did
Why
this.
are you? Why men don't apologize? That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So then someone says, why are you so shook up because of a song? And then the Fresh guy says, I don't fuck with it. Sneeko does, though. He helped make it because it was around the time that Sneeko was whatever. So after this, Kanye apologizes. Then on January 26th, January 26th, Sneeko supposedly had a debate planned with Piers Morgan. And then he tweets this. Piers Morgan just canceled our debate today. He probably realized using his platform to run cover for Israel and push genocide is not comparable to enjoying an edgy song. And then Piers Morgan replied, he says, no, I wasn't aware we booked you. And as I was in the hospital with a broken hip. And when I heard, I decided I've endured enough pain recently without adding your juvenile Hitler celebrating bullshit stuff to things I need meds for. And I'm like, not these people making me side with Piers Morgan!
People will make you side with Piers Morgan every once in a while. Piers Morgan exists in such a weird space sometimes. Like, you just have to accept that every once in a while he's going to hit.
Yeah, every once in a while he's going to hit. So Andrew Tate then goes on an apology tour, and he goes on this right-wing influencer called Steiny.
Okay.
Have you heard of Steiny before?
No.
I think you have, because he's the podcast bro who interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I have heard of Steiny, unfortunately.
So to cover up for this whole incident, Andrew Tate goes on Steiny's Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu's podcast
awesome
bro.
guest list.
Awesome guest list. And this is what he says.
It was a mistake.
So that was a mistake.
I mean, hanging around with is always a mistake.
Do you have...
Why only hang around with top G's like you, Steiny?
Yes, exactly. My God, thank you. My only thing being on that, when you see some of these guys double down on that, are you noticing they're making a mistake and they should just say...
I don't give a shit, but they have nothing to lose. They're in a different position than me. But, they're kids who are obsessed with clicks and obsessed with internet validation. If they want to double down or whatever, it's their decision. It's up to them. They're in charge of their own lives. They have their own life path. I truthfully hope for all of them, even the started that mess, I really hope they all end up happy.
Yeah.
I hope everything works out for them. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not a resentful person. I just know how my life's going to go. And unless people learn a little bit about how the world works, I know how their lives are going to go. And they have to learn the hard way.
So when I did see that clip, I was like, I know these guys, they're better than that. But
I rolled in the mug with the pigs. It was a mistake.
Andrew Tate's accent is so weird.
Because he half grew up in England.
I know, but it's very odd.
But he hasn't been back because he's banned from being in England, but he still has it.
It's just the way he talks is so strange. Also, it's like, you're obsessed with clicks. All of you are horrible people. That's the entire thing that you cultivated. Like this thing of like, you guys are better than playing the Heil Hitler song. You guys were you were so excited to play it. There's video. Like, it just says, I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like,
that's also why it's funny because I'm like, these guys, like, they're liars. They're bitchy, catty liars.
Yeah.
They will straight up lie about everything. That, I guess, is what's challenging about these right-wing people. Right-wing people have always been racist and don't want to have social programs and don't want to have things. But they at least could deal in fact.
Yeah.
These people, they're showing fucking footage of a guy getting shot with his on the ground and like they're like, well, it's like,
yeah, no, I mean, it literally
lie about everything.
We have videos of all of you celebrating it coming on in the club and playing it, and you aired like. So, what do you mean you're not like that, or that? Like, what? It just.
But he's like, I have influence. No, I'm like, he got a call from a Trump person, and now he went on this whole right wing apology tour, and yeah, I'm just like, all these people fucking suck. I will say. Meanwhile, in Nick Fuentes' camp, he's dealing with his thing. We'll wrap with this Nick Fuentes video. I just feel like, so Nick Fuentes, right? That part that of the night where someone asked him if they should bring girls over and he says no. I think it got to him because he posts this like almost immediately. This video is 3 minutes long. We're not going to watch all of it, but it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
Kind of want to marry an OnlyFans girl. Okay? Do you guys ever, and I'm not going to, obviously, because it wouldn't be traditional or Catholic and wholesome. Okay? Can anybody else relate? Sometimes, hang on, sometimes, now hang on, chat.
Run into the chat.
Hello? Can you still hear me?
Like,
hang on,
what the fuck?
hang on, stop.
I can't see it.
Chat, hang on, now hear me out. Sometimes, I just feel like it would be kind of hot to marry a total whore. But maybe that's just me. I don't know if you agree. Look, you don't have to agree with that. You don't have to relate to that or like that. But you know what? Sometimes you're like, I kind of want.
It's so funny to present that as like a thought no one's had before. Yeah.
But he's gay. That's
why. I know. Well, it's like
everyone's fighting about like posting this thing on Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes is like, women have tits.
He's like, so I could maybe marry an OnlyFans girl, but it's not going to be cool.
Wouldn't it be funny if I married a hot girl? I'm like, what the fuck are you? I mean, it is funny for all of them to be fighting about this other thing, and that's what he's like, I could be into whores. I'm like, what?
And I'm like, you know what? I bet you actually, if you got in a lavender marriage with an OnlyFans girl, it could work out the best for everybody. Yeah. But I feel like if you were just gay, half of your shit, you know what I mean? But like,
also,
all this
Jesus
stuff.
kind of famously hung around prostitutes. So it actually would be very Catholic if you did. It would be very Christ-like, actually, for you to do that. But you would have to actually be nice to them and respect them and stuff.
No, and he's not going to do that. And also, he's gay. Like,
yeah, well, there's also
and again, like
alphabet
allegation. So that's kind of the girls' trip. It was a lot. I told you it was a long saga. I didn't even show you half the videos because again, they're also like directly respond to the thing and repost. It's just interesting atmosphere.
These people are nuts.
These people are nuts. Yeah, any other thoughts about?
I mean, they're just so pathetic. And
They're
it's
so
like,
pathetic.
I don't engage with their content. I know who the top line people are. I know who Nick Fuentes is. I know who Andrew Tate is. I had heard of a lot of these people, right? But if I can help it,
yeah,
I don't watch their shit, whatever. So to actually see them in action, like,
it's fun.
They are so pathetic and they're so rizless and they're so weird and sad and just visibly such fucking losers.
Yeah.
It's really, normally I would also say that you guys should not watch this shit as well, but it's fascinating to get eyes on it and to see just the palpable loserdom of these men because they are fucking losers.
Yeah, but I can also see an 11-year-old boy thinking that this is, again, an 11-year-old boy's idea of what a masculinity and a cool party is. A cool party is not where I like meet and connect different people and talk. No, a cool party is when I complain about people and the girls are in a corner and they're like hanging around.
And we trick people into playing something that they don't want to play. And then we all like
giggle about it in a party bus.
Yeah, like it is. You're right. It's like a little boy's idea of what like a cool bro outing would be, not like an adult man's idea where it's like, yeah, maybe you and your friends go dancing, you get a little turned up, you meet some women, you have a good time, you laugh, you shit, whatever. Like,
and
no.
You wouldn't like a real fun night? You're not like...
No, I'm always like, truly the best nights are ones where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't take any pictures because I was like doing stuff.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, so I like to keep my eye on it. It's fun and it's also just like, it's so interesting that these guys who purport to be leaders, masculine figures, men.
Yeah.
Engage in such catty, nasty.
I know it's
whatever behavior. And it's also like it is Real Housewives-ish. And it's funny. Like these guys are in delirium, like insane. And I also think about it too. Like I have a hard time in life in general, but like I just feel like as a woman, I talk about this all the time. As a woman of color, like you get no grace.
Yeah.
You get no second chances. It feels like so much pressure, but like, but I'm like, thank God that I've gotten consequences. Like I get a little bit of consequences for shit. And that means I have to come so correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I'm just thinking about Sneeko. Like he was having a hard time with this, like publicly. That's the shit that I didn't show you. He did all these videos. He's like, it's just a song. These people are acting like I did a genocide. It's just a song. It's just a song. And it's like, it's not just a song.
Yeah.
And also like, I feel bad that you've never gotten consequences, that you're learning in this big, crazy way and you're not even really learning.
Also, if it's just a song, why was it so important to you to play it?
Exactly.
Like, why does it mean so much to you to go on Rumble, download it, find a way, trick the DJ, airdrop them? You're freaking out. You're so excited when it's on. If it's just a song, why are you making it happen in this way? You know it's not just a song.
Exactly.
Like,
but it's, again, they're trying to toe the line. And that's why you can't get any of these guys credence. Because the more they keep trying to push. And if they didn't get caught, if they didn't have this reaction, they would have done it another week and then done it another week. And then it would just be on a list of clubs in Miami that they don't care about anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And what next? Right? They're already telling fat people don't come in.
Yeah.
They're already telling, like, if a guy's dressed too flamboyant, don't come in.
Yeah.
What do you think is happening next? And it's like, that's why you can't give credence. All of you motherfuckers are banned.
Yeah.
Period. But you know what I mean? So
again, yeah, it's like, yeah, you let a bunch of right-wing losers into your club, and guess what? They did right-wing loser shit and embroiled you and all this stuff and embroiled themselves. And like, these guys are provocateurs and that's what they fucking do. And then they can't even stand in it because they're pathetic.
They're
and
all
like,
pathetic.
It really is just loserdom on a large scale. And
11 million followers.
11 million followers.
Andrew Tate is the biggest bitch. She's the biggest. 11 million followers. Like, that's the thing that gets me. Evil, whatever, no riz, ugly, dresses like shit, and not good at fighting. He just lost a mask. And He's a bitch.
Yeah.
And a liar.
It's really baffling that he's the biggest one.
And he's the biggest one. 11 million followers. Well, I know this was super long.
I know, but it was important.
It was meaty and
it was important.
It was meaty and important.
It was important. We needed to go this deep into all of this.
We needed to go this deep. That's why when you were like, should I come over now? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm never going to, there's no way I can cover everything. Like, it's just.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on these fucking clowns for you.
On Claviclar. Claviclar's dad was texting him during a live stream and he's like, you are so fucked up right now. It's embarrassing. You've thrown away your life.
I think that we could save Claviclar.
If he's so, like, I think there's something to the chat. Like, if we want Gavin Newsom, if Gavin Newsom commits to Nuremberg trials, which he's hinted at, for everyone involved with ICE, which is, again, like, that's what we have to start thinking about.
Yeah.
Is Nuremberg trial, The Hague for all these people. And he has hinted at that. I feel like we can get a contingent with Claviclar.
We could get the people who are like, well, he does look kind of like handsome Squidward. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
But more than JD Vance, certainly. Yeah, I feel like we could peel Claviclar off. Claviclar is vulnerable.
Claviclar is vulnerable.
To sense.
Keep an eye on Claviclar. And guess what? The only white one.
I know, that's what's so funny, but it's like Claviclar, I feel like, is vulnerable.
Because everyone, like half of them have doubled down. Nick Fuentes is freaking out about being gay. And then the other guys are fighting each other. Claviclar, he just needs to not do drugs. And
I think if we could get him off the meth.
Yeah.
And maybe we get a handsome Squidward type person to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Hassan could talk to Claviclar.
Hassan should talk to Claviclar.
Yeah, I think that it would have to come
from Hassan. Well, until
anyway.
Next time, go touch grass. Go Touch Grass is created and hosted by Alise Morales and Millie Tamers.
And our theme song is by Doug Wydick.